What's up, gang? It's Matt here with FoxHaven Roofing in South Florida. I want to discuss a little bit about why a standing seam metal roof is superior to almost any other roof system. I would go as far as to say any other roof system. And it's how we put the roof together. From our very first piece, it's going to go around the perimeter of the house, your drip edge. Your drip edge comes with what's called a bullnose on it. So where the perimeter of the house runs, we actually have an additional inch of metal overhanging. And the reason we do that is because we're going to bend our panels at the end 1 inch back so it can hold on to this. And then we go around with a tool that actually slams that shut so it's shut forever. So no wind uplift can grab your panels with bullnose drip edge on 1 inch. The hem that we put on the end of that panel, that's an inch, but the hem is a reoccurring theme in the standing seam metal roof. It's how we make sure everything stays on the roof and stays strong. So we go down, we bend our 1 inch hem on our panels. We'll put our screws through these prefabricated nail holes here, and then we bring our next panel over and we snap down on top of it. When you do that, you have a completely waterproof seam covering over all of your fasteners here. This is the 1 inch snap lock. We also offer a mechanical panel. Those panels are held down by clips, not actually by these screw holes that are a part of the panel. But similar process, screw it down, put the panel over, mechanically seam them together. This is a snap lock seam. If you're not familiar with what snap lock is, you take one piece that's shaped like this, one piece that's shaped like that, you bang them together and then they're locked. That's why it's snap lock. Okay, so that's how our panels get installed, right? We're gonna bend a hem, pull it tight to the bullnose drip edge, screw it down and snap lock them together. But where all the other things come into play, your valley metal, your roof-to-wall flashings, your hip or ridge caps, it's a similar idea. It's all going to get installed using a hemmed system, right? So on the bottom side of your ridge cap, picture this is the ridge of your home, you have a hem on either side. So what we would do is go along the ridge of your house, screw down these are called Z-bars. We'll use our same screws that we're using for our panels for our Z-bars. We'll screw this down. It's got a sealant tape behind it to make sure it stays watertight. And then we bring our ridge caps on and pull them tight to our Z's. What we do next is we drill a pilot hole, insert a stainless fastener. It's a permanent fastener because it's a rivet. You don't have to worry about a screw backing out because that's not how rivets work. So we'll hold all of our hems to our Z-bars using rivets. Again, we go around, do a couple of pilot holes and rivet them down so that we don't have to worry about fasteners backing out. I should have mentioned this earlier, but these are called pancake screws. These go underneath the panels, so there's no worry that these are going to back out over time either. And again, same thing. We're relying on a series of hems throughout the roof. So if you're picturing your roof coming down a slope right here, and maybe there's a sided wall or a stucco wall here, we're going to run a Z-bar along that wall. That's backwards. Along that wall like this, screwed down with butyl tape for sealing purposes. Then we're going to take our roof-to-wall flashing, put it on the Z, and rivet the roof-to-wall flashing to the Z-bar in the same way we do with our hip and ridge caps. What this allows for us to do is either put a nice wood trim piece up against the roof-to-wall if you have wood siding, or if you have stucco siding, we can either embed stucco stop, which is a counter flashing we'd put new stucco over, or we can cut a relief line and embed a reglet flashing. What we're doing though is we're making sure that any water running down that wall is hitting nothing but metal and down off of the roof. The other biggest benefit of our metal roof system is that it offers eave to ridge waterproofing, meaning our panels get ran from the very perimeter of your house all the way to the very top of your house. If we're laying shingles down, you picture a shingle, they're this big, there's seams in between the shingles that over time water can find its way in. Similarly with concrete tile or even our stone-coated steel roofs, which are also metal roofs, there's a lot of seams to those. There's no seams to these. We're going from the perimeter all the way to the top of the house with a seamless piece of metal. The reason it makes sense to do this is because when we're installing any of the other roof systems that I just mentioned, we're already putting metal in the most vulnerable places. In your valleys, you have metal. Where your roof meets your walls, you have metal. Around your perimeter, you have metal. And the reason we do that is because these areas see a ton of water and it could be a failing point if we don't put something a little stronger in there. But the thinking behind that is why not just put metal over the entire roof and never have to think about it again. We get our highest wind ratings with these, our longest term of protection with these. So if you're asking me for my money, this is the best roofing system available. The only one that's going to beat it on price point would be a shingle roof. But again, what you don't pay for now, you end up paying for later. You could do 3, even 4 shingle roofs in the lifetime of a single standing seam metal roof. It's not like it's a crazy increase to price, but it's a crazy increase to protection. And that's it. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you again next week.